There we go. All right, hang on one second. I got a glitch on the Zoom cam. I got a glitch on the Zoom cam. And the other meeting. There we go. Jesus. That was a pain in the ass. Alright, let's bring this stuff back up. Go here. Pull this over here. Tournament Masterclass. Let's see. Twitch. Is that fuzzy? It's a little fuzzy. Alright, everything seems to be working now. Channel, there we go. Yeah, looks good. Refresh, it's live. Yeah, that looks alright. Is that... Yeah, that's working. That looks a little fuzzy to me, though. I don't know. Maybe it's just the camera. Who knows? Let's see if this shit works. Yep. Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I don't know what's going on. They're still working on the internet out here. My shit's fucking strong as hell, but that was like a Zoom meeting glitch. I don't know what was going on there. So, let me try and... There we go. Yeah. That looks good. So, sorry if you got kicked there, Casero. But let's see here. We're on flop strategies. Let's see. We are playing limped pots. And we're going to skip ahead to that Jack Deuce hand. Make sure everything works. Make sure the sound is up. Hang on one second.
Small stakes games.
All right, hang on, Jonathan. So we played the 7-7. And there's the... Guy joins my table. Limped, I raise to 5 big blinds. He calls. Flop is 7-4-7. I have queen, queen. He checks. I all in. He flips over 7 deuce. I hope the guy chokes on a chicken nugget. Yeah. How much was the all in? Some players will just do that too with just goofy shit. Because, in all honesty, what he's banking on is that you're attacking him because of the limp. So, sometimes people are just doing it situationally, Blades. But Blades, if you didn't notice, we have some new stuff. You can redeem points, metachlorians.
Hello there.
Do stuff like that. $50. So you made it 5, and there was now what, like 12 in the pot, and you jammed 50. Yeah, if you look down here in the chat thing, there's that little thing that says midichlorians. That's channel points. Okay, well, I'm going to say this to you, Blades. And just because I've watched this go insane in the WSOP cash games, which is the worst players, okay? So this is a cash game. You're talking about playing against the deck, right? So when you raise to 5, okay, player limped, you raise to 5, he calls. When you bet all in, what do you expect to call you? I mean, you can pray and get lucky that he limped with... I don't know if anybody's limping with pocket jacks, but you can say maybe he limped with 8s or 9s, even though 6s have the same amount of... Nothing, right? So why bet? That's the thing. You're throwing away the value of the queens, right? So, like, just look at it. I expect nothing to call me. Right. So then why are you betting? You're not accomplishing anything, right? So you have queens... And ideally, you'd like to make money off the queens. And I'm saying this was a fluke scenario you were in. But the next time you're in this scenario, I want you to think of it this way. Player limps, right, you're seeing the logic, right? Player limps, you raise to 5 big blinds, which is kind of small, honestly, because you got to think about the fact that he limped in, there's a small blind and a big blind. So, I mean, I guess it's not small. I don't know if anybody else limped. If nobody else limped, I guess it's okay. So you make it 5 big blinds, right? He calls, the blinds fold. So there's 11 and a half blinds in the pot. He checks to you, and now you bet, there's 11 and a half in the pot, and you bet, 6, maybe 7. 3 players at the table, other guy folded. Oh, so it's just 3 ways. So wait a minute. You got to explain this to me. You're 3-handed? So wait, so you're how many players are actually sitting at the table? 2 ways to the flop. Okay. Is it a full table or is it a 3-handed table? How many players are seated at the table total? Dun, 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 dun. 6 max, 4 people with you, 2 fold. Okay, so he limps in a earlyish position. Okay, this is the other thing we're going to go through. You can talk about how to recount hands. So what position is he in? He limped, and what position are you in? And you raised. And we're going to go through this very simply. I'm just going to illustrate a point for you. So I'm waiting on the answer. I know there's a little bit of delay here for me. I acted last, so I'm big blind. He's small blind. Okay. This is a completely different scenario then. Super different scenario, but we're going to take it from there. Okay. So everybody folds. This is the way you tell this hand. I'm in the big blind. Everybody folds to the small blind. Small blind limps. I make it 5 big blinds. Small blind calls. Flop comes 7-4-7. That's where we start, okay? Now from here, let's say, he checks to you and you bet 6 or 7 big blinds, right? Maybe somewhere on the heftier side. Maybe there's a flush draw out there. You don't have one of those cards, whatever. You can actually bet super small. You can actually, in this, and now it's only 10 big blind pot, you can actually bet like 3 or 4 blinds because he shouldn't have much, right? 99% of the time when you do that, if he does have a 7, he's only going to call you, right? So you started out with effective stacks of $50. You made it $5. He calls. You bet 5, maybe $6 into the pot, let's say. He calls. Now there's 22 in the pot, and you have 40 behind, right? The turn comes off, and he checks. If it's an overcard, it can, slow you down. But let's say it's an undercard, like a 3 or something. That doesn't matter much. He checks, and now there's 22 in the pot, and you bet, you're fairly safe here. I mean, unless you get a feeling that you might be getting trapped, you can probably just go for value and try to get the money in. But you have to always ask yourself, what is this player calling me with? Like, what am I trying to accomplish here, right? Because if you overbet too much and he folds a hand you can beat, that's a disaster. So maybe you check the turn for pot control, and then on the river, depending on what comes out, he bets, and depending on the size of his bet, but in a standard way this would go, he limps, you raise, he calls, 7-4-7. You bet the same bet. You bet 5 big blinds, right? So make it easy. So, something around half pot or less, because you have a great hand. He calls. Now there's 20 in the pot. You have 40 left behind, and he's calling you with something. You know what I'm saying? So he's either got 5-6, or he's got a 4, or he's got a 7, right? That's the disaster. We wouldn't expect him to limp with any pocket pairs, right? He would raise those. So maybe you pot control on the turn in a cash game, perfectly reasonable to do. So you could check the turn, and then on the river he leads out. Even if he leads out for the full pot, you still didn't go broke. And there's really not, you lost another 20, so you lost 30 on the pot instead of 50, right? And most of the time you're going to be picking off a bluff, but occasionally he's going to have you beat, probably 70-30. But the thing of it is, you have to really ask yourself, what is this bet accomplishing? What am I hoping to have, happen here? And if something different happens, you have to kind of reevaluate. So if he had checked that flop and you had bet 4 or 5 blinds and he had check raised you, well, now you have to assess the player. Is he just a maniac? Is he raising me with 5-6 on the draw? Did he start out with a better hand? He could have started with aces. I limp aces from the small blind quite a lot, especially when I'm up against a player who I know will raise. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't give yourself a chance. It sounds like very tilty and very not fish, but new player. You know what I'm saying? Like where your biggest fear is getting drawn out on. But your biggest fear should be not getting value on your good hands and overpaying when you're beat. Those should be your fears. Because broke it down really well. I lost a lot today. I'm going to take a break from poker and stick to watching you for now. It's very tilted. Yeah, it's definitely a tilt play. Hey, if you want a perfect example of this, perfect example. In Jedi Mind Trick number 11, or number 12, excuse me, the blue deuce one, the first hand that's the example of when the blue deuces come in is player in first position raises. 2 people call. I call on the button with deuces. Guy in the big blind makes a raise that's not quite big enough. 2 people, or we all call it. We go to the flop, and the guy jams the flop for 3x pot. And my deuce is there. And I go, oh, do you think he's got an overpair? What do you think? And, of course, everybody folds, and I call, and the guy rolls over pocket aces. That's exactly what happened. But here's the thing. What can possibly happen for him that's good in that scenario? Like, what can he bet that allows somebody with a worse hand than him to call? Like, if I have pocket 10s there, right, and he just bets like a third of the pot or whatever, because there's 4 players in the pot, and it comes around to me on the button, I'm probably calling, but then again, I may decide, you know what, I'm going to raise this fucking fool because I think he's just playing a move. Then he can jam on me. You know what I'm saying? But if he bets out and I have crushed this board with a set, I'm probably just going to call. Even though it's very transparent, he still has an overpair. It's his job to figure that out. But when he just jams all the money in, it's like, oh, I literally say in the video, oh, that was easy. And I just call it, and I'm like, do you think he's got an overpair or what? And he rolls over the aces, and of course I win the pot. So always ask yourself before you bet, what are you trying to accomplish? Am I trying to make my opponent fold? Am I trying to make better hands call? Am I trying to make worse hands that can outdraw me fold? Like, these things can also tell you the size of your bet. Typically, overbet jamming the flop is never a good idea unless you're in live poker and you just saw the guy get a boner for this flop, but you have the nuts. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get it. You're tilted. It's going to happen a lot. I've tilted on stream as recently as this week. So, it happens, man. It's just how you respond to tilt that matters. All right, let's pick it up where we left off over here. Oh, and the channel point thing right here, the midichlorians, can have fun with those. Here's the what do I think about you jamming the flop there? It's very redeemable. Little fun stuff. All right, here we go. There you go. This is a fun scenario. I think I actually remember this one from over a year ago when I last looked at this section. Yeah, are they not making sounds? Because I can hear the sounds. It takes a second for them to come up. When they come up on stream, they should make sounds. That may be an issue. Hang on. Well, it should be working. You don't hear Jonathan Lip. Well, then I know what the problem is. Do it again. I'm an idiot. Is the problem. I had the desktop audio muted. Try it again. Here, I'll see if I can...
Oh my god.
There you go. Did you hear that one? You know what it is? I got to separate the audio so that I can mute certain things and then not others. So there you go. All right, cool. Yeah. I'm going to have to separate certain audios so that they can be heard all the time. But yeah, because it's coming up under my desktop audio, which isn't ideal. So, okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. So, I guess I'll figure it out after the stream. But let's go back to this Jack Deuce hand and try to get through this. All right.
So just fold. I think we discussed this hand earlier. Here it went limp, limp. This is a spot where you can certainly check, but if you think this player on the button's weak, you should definitely raise here to about 6 big blinds. That's going to apply an immense amount of pressure and make both players fold a lot. In this example, both players fold, but let's say one player called, which sometimes will happen. This is a spot where I, again, am very polarized, right? I have the best hands and I have some junky hands. The opponent's not actually going to presume you have hands as junky as Jack 2. They're probably going to think it's slightly weaker, or maybe they're going to think you just have a strong linear range, which is good because that's not what we have, right? You want your opponents assessing your range wrong. This is a spot, though, where I'm going to continuation bet basically every flop besides the middle connected boards. So if it is a middle connected board, I'm going to check and then just check fold. But if it is a uncoordinated board, mostly high card board or low card board, I'm going to be continuation betting and then going from there on the turn. So that's my general strategy in that kind of spot. Tricky limper limps, limp, limp. We could limp here if we expect to get limp re-raised, but I definitely like raising tricky limpers with ace and a good big card, like ace jack, ace 10, etc. Because you have a blocker to their pocket aces, so you're going to get re-raised less often. We do get jammed on, so we fold. In this spot, again, if, let's say, only the tricky limper called and the flop came and he checked, I would just bet small on most boards due to having a big range and nut advantage, right? If I raise to 1300 and let's say big blind, under the gun, low jack, and high jack all call, well, now I'm not going to put a chip in the pot unless I make top pair or better, right? And usually if the board does come top pair, I'm probably going to bet on the medium side. Not too big, not too small, because we're not betting with 100% of our range on the flop, right? Like let's say it comes even very dry, like ace 7-2. I'm not betting 100% of my range there because it's kind of likely someone has an ace. So when I am betting, I probably want to bet medium. I don't want to go too big, because if we start going too big, maybe even like an ace X folds, which would be a disaster. But I would go for a medium size there. If we miss the flop, though, I'm just going to check fold. If it comes like king, queen, 3 for a gut shot, or any gut shot, really, I'm just going to check. I'm not going to try to bluff into multiple people, because whenever they call the 1300 raise, it's too likely someone has a good hand. So you see how you can sort of look at any scenario and extrapolate all the ways this hand could play out. and develop a plan for it.
Are
before
you
it ever
winning,
happens.
son?
And that's what you want to be doing. You want to be thinking about what's likely to happen and how can I navigate this scenario well.
And that's what we were talking about, Blades, is that you want to be thinking ahead. I mean, it's not as complicated as chess, but you always use that example where, they're playing several moves ahead. In poker, you don't have that many moves ahead to play. But every time you add a new action, you have to add another move. If I c-bet here, if everybody checks to me, that's one level. Then I c-bet. That's 2 levels. Then if everybody folds, cool. If somebody calls it, that's another level. If somebody raises it, well, now shit, I've got 2 more levels to think about, because now when it gets back to me, do I raise, do I call, do I fold? If I re-raise and he re-raises me, what do I do? So you kind of want to stay just 2 or 3 moves ahead of the current action and be asking yourself, why am I betting? So I like that the thing's finally working. Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to figure out a way to... separate that audio. That's kind of interesting, though.
Let's take a look at one more. Straightforward limper. Limp, limp, limp. We limp pocket 6s. We could also raise. This is kind of like the pocket 7s hand. I think either play is viable. Now we get raised. Here we have to put in 1,300 to try to win a total of 7,500 plus an additional 3,000. So 75. So try to win 10,000. So we have to put in 13 to try to win 10. Notice that's not quite the 10 to 1 implied odds, right? So this is an annoying spot, but I think we just have to fold because we're not quite getting the right implied odds. If we did call here...
10 to 1 on pairs, 20 to 1 on suited connectors. That's the general rule. If you stick to it, you'll be fine.
Let's say we were a little bit deeper stack. Like, let's say we both had 10,000 chips, in which case I would call, because then we're getting the correct implied odds.
You see this a lot in the cash games where I'm like, this guy just doesn't have enough money for me to continue playing. And it's annoying because, you make a raise with some hand like out of middle position, like pocket 6s or 9s or whatever, and then the guy in the small blind decides to re-raise and he only has 50 blinds on the table. And it's like, well, shit. Now it doesn't matter if he has a better hand or a worse hand than me. It's like, do I want to just jam it in and race with him, or do I want to just fold? Like, those are really my only options, because when I call, the other player has the lead and we're not deep enough for me to like play a move on him. So you're looking for, and also when I do hit my set, I'm not going to get paid enough. So like, it's better just to fold it, because that player just literally doesn't have enough on the table in front of him to make it worth it.
If the opponent bets on an uncoordinated flop, I'm going to call with the 6s and then fold to a turn bet.
What I used to do playing live, this was just to keep me entertained. I had the 10 to 1 rule for sets, or for pairs, but my suited connector range was a little wider in the 1-2 games back in the day, because it was more profitable and you saw less raises. So it used to be like 15 to 1. But what I would do is I would calculate my stack at all times as to what I could call with what I had. So let's say I bought in for, $200 in a 1-2 game, right? 100 blinds, make it easy. And I made it $5, and I had a pair of 6s like this is, and somebody made it 20. Well, there has to be 10 to 1. So if he had the effective stack of 200, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then I can call, flop the set, and get paid all the way off, and I have made a good investment. But let's say the player 3-bet me only had 150. Then and he's putting in 15, so it cost me, or putting in 20. So it cost me 15 to win his full stack of 150 plus the 5 and, 2 and 1 in the middle. So we're talking $158, and it cost me 15 to do it. It cost me, 15 to do it for 158. So it's barely there. But my point is that, like, if he had $100 and he made it 15, it's not worth it, because I can only win the 108 that's going to be total in the pot, and it's going to cost me another $10, whereas I can just fold the hand for the 5 and move on to the next one versus somebody who actually has enough of a stack. And I would be calculating that at all times. And that was one of the first times where I would ask people, how much do you have? Because I never understood that question before then. But after that, I realized it wasn't so much how much do you have, because I always thought when poker players ask that, like when you see them on TV, I always thought they were asking to like see how much they were at risk. That's not what they're doing. They're saying how much do you have, because they want to know how deep you are. One, to know how many moves they can play on you before you're going to have to fold or just commit to the pot. And two, how much money they can win off you. So is it profitable for me to play this hand on? And it wasn't so much about how much can you hurt me anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny. Like, I remember a couple scenarios where I was playing at Harrah's, I think, and I had...
Yeah. This is big brain time.
Big brain time. I had raised, and a player re-raised, and, you know, we both had a mess of chips. And I remember this one instance in particular where I looked over at the guy, and he had his hands in front of his chips, and I said, I'm sorry, how many chips do you have? And he goes, you have me covered. And I go, by how much? And he pulls his hands back, and I go, you got about 300 or so. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. And I called it. I ended up flopping a set and busting him. And it was funny because after the fact, he asked me, why did I need to know how many chips he had? And I gave a lie answer, which was, well, I just kind of was curious if you were just going to ship it in on me if you only had like $100. But the truth was, I wanted to know he had enough to make it worth it. And he had pocket kings, and I had fucking like pocket nines, and I flopped a set, and that was that. But it's one of those interesting things to me that's why you do it. So calculating your stack ahead of time can help you by knowing how much the other player needs. Sorry, tangent.
The board is coordinated and I have an underpair, I'm going to fold. If the board is coordinated and I have a draw of some sort, I'm going to call. Notice here, I'm usually going to lack the nut advantage, I think. And in that scenario, I'm just not doing a lot of raising on the flop. If I flop a set, by the way, I'm just going to call because at that point, stack to pot ratio is very shallow and my opponent's not going to have a whole lot of chips left. So it's going to be very easy to get the money in by the river. So that's how we're going to play all these situations. Hopefully this enlightens you a little bit to how we're playing post-flop in multi-way pots and limped pots. And we're going to continue moving forward.
All right, let's do the quiz. When a player from middle position limps, should you ever over-limp behind? I mean, yeah, there are scenarios like these, you know, little pairs and stuff. Yeah. Good implied odds, multi-ways, sure. In a multi-way limp pot, you typically have wider ranges and stack-to-pot ratios, and larger stack-to-pot ratios. This should lead you to call more often on the flop. No, because you don't have as much invested. You don't have to be anywhere near the stack-to-pot. You don't have to be near the minimum defense frequency. So, yeah, it's false. Because somebody's going to hit the flop. You know what I'm saying? So you're not heads up. So your minimum defense frequency goes way down. Like, you just don't have to defend as much because the bets are going to be larger in relation to what is in the pot and versus what you can risk versus what you can win. So, little tricky question there, but I got it. It's funny when they don't mention the stack to pot, or when they don't mention the minimum defense frequency and they just put it in plain terms of like, you should call more often. Well, that's minimum defense frequency. So you have to kind of piece through it in your brain and go back to that. So 3-bet pots, I would like to start this section. Let's see 3-bet pots as the pre-flop aggressor. So somebody raised and you re-raised. And we'll just go to that and we'll see what this section's like. Having fun though.
Now let's discuss playing 3-bet pots. So far we've discussed single raise pots, multi-way pots, limp pots, and many of these ideas so far from the flop section of this course still apply very much so. However, anytime you're analyzing a different scenario, you want to ask what has actually changed here. And there are two main changes that occur in 3-bet pots. And those two changes are that the stack to pot ratio is generally going to be lower, right? Because now the pre-flop pot's going to be something like 12, 13, 14 big blinds with, 34 big blinds remaining in your stack if you started with
30K to choose the design of my nails. Wow. That's that's a funny one to put up too, because right now these are blank. These are just gray. This is just the acrylic that's on them right now. So 30K to choose the design. That's interesting. I think what I would have to do is put up a few design choices and let you guys choose between them. Because I don't know how many guys can design, I don't know how many of y'all can design nails. But yeah, I could do that. Sure. Why not? But yeah, maybe I'll put up a bunch of choices on a PDF. And you can vote for like 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever. And it's always my wife's interpretation though. Like, I come to her with pictures of stuff, or she comes to me with pictures of stuff, and then we kind of change the colors, or she does it differently or whatever. But yeah, that's a good one. 30K points to choose the nail design. Let me guess, you have 31,000.
Nice.
That's a good one, though. Yeah, I'll think about that.
40 big blinds. And that's very different than when the pot's starting with only 5 or 6 big blinds, right? Whenever in a single raise pot. So, as stack sizes decrease in relation to the pot, your bet sizes are also going to decrease. So, a small bet on the flop, instead of being, 30 or 40% pot, is going to decrease to something like 20 or 25% pot. Also, ranges are going to be stronger and more clearly defined, because when someone raises and you 3-bet them, unless they're just extreme calling stations, they're going to fold out all of their junk, right? So they're going to be continuing with, 60, 70% of their pre-flop range, something like that. And that's going to result in their range being stronger. Maybe they defend really tight with like 30% of their range, right?
9K would be low. It would have to be something big. You know what? I would actually do a bits thing for that. Because these little sound emotes, you can also use bits to actuate them. I forget. There's a way you can use bits to actuate things, and I wanted to include that too, but I guess it didn't load yet. But maybe that would be a bit thing. Because I see that on other streams where they're like, this many bits, and the guy gets up and does jumping jacks or some shit. But yeah, that would be a fun one, but we'll see.
Then the range is really, really good. Also, when you 3-bet, your range is going to be either polarized or linear based on your position and your opponent's strategy, but it's usually going to be stronger than if you were just raising pre-flop, right? So, let's take a look at this first scenario when you are the pre-flop aggressor. To be very clear, this is when someone raises, you 3-bet them, they call, and then we're discussing first when they check on the flop. We're actually not even going to discuss when they lead into you, because from a GTO point of view, they're usually going to lack the range and nut advantage on basically every board, to the point that they're never a huge favorite, and that's going to result in them checking to you every time. So, this is very similar to when playing a single raise pot, and you should follow the range advantage flowchart. So when you have a range advantage, we're up here in this region where we have a pretty strong range advantage. So we have to ask, do we have a range advantage? Yes. Do we have the nut advantage? It's going to be somewhere marginal, but also stacks are very short in relation to the pot, so we're usually going to end up using a relatively small size the vast majority of the time. So this is actually a pretty easy spot where you 3-bet pre-flop, flop comes not very bad for you, in this region, very coordinated board, or a board that connects with your opponent's range. You're going to continuation bet small and frequently. I know it sounds a little bit too easy, but it's actually pretty much what you should do. When you don't have a range advantage, though, that's when you're going to want to start checking some portion of the time, right? And you already know the hands are going to be checking are your marginal made hands and junk, just like before. A big difference here, though, is that in 3-bet pots, when the stack-to-pot ratio is lower, about 3 to 6, you're going to want to have fewer draws in your flop betting range. And that's because as we get closer and closer to all in,
good,
you want to make sure...
KYKB, we're having some fun with some new stuff in the channel points department and in the emotes. So I expanded the emotes for everybody. So now you guys have access to all those, and they do this shit all over the screen, which is a lot of fun. And you can redeem channel points now for playing different sounds and doing different shit. So I wanted to do a stream to test it all out, and we decided to make it a study stream, so there's no delay. It's all going really well. Hopefully you saw last night's stream. That was really good. Yep, there it is. That one came out okay. That's the shocked face. That one came out okay. But yeah, so we're just having some fun, man. We're doing some light study on 3-bet pots and limped pots and things like that. And yeah, we're just chilling out, having fun. Probably gonna play some cash later, but figured I'd do this for a while.
Whatever you're getting it all in with actually has pretty good equity. So you're going to see that in 3-bet pots, we're not betting with quite as many draws, especially those that are going to have a roughly break-even spot if you bet and get jammed on. Because realize, whenever you do bet the flop here, you're usually going to be betting 3, 4, 5 big blinds on the flop. And if you're playing 40 big blinds deep and the pot's already 18 or 20 big blinds, your opponent may just rip it all in on you. And that's actually quite common. So you don't really want to be betting draws that have to fold if they get jammed on. So you're going to be betting with fewer draws in general in this spot. Out of position, just like in single raise pots, you're going to want to be generally using a more polarized range. This is going to happen when someone raises you 3-bet from the big blind or the small blind and they call. You're going to be out of position here against them. You're going to want to do a decent amount of checking. Just like earlier when you raised under the gun in single raise pots and the button calls. You
Sing mode, there's a lot of, I think it has a description. Let me see here. Sing mode. Yeah, it says I can only speak in a singing voice for 5 minutes. I wouldn't recommend that one because I don't have anything up there. There's some of these that just come up automatically, so I have to edit them. So I'm not at the point where I'm committing yet to things like that. During a play stream, I might enable that one. But yeah, if you bring them up, like I don't know if you can see this over here. Anything you click on, right? Like if we do the what's going on in there, it's just a sound and it shows that by the red tone and all like that. But stuff like this, unlock a random sub-emote. It says you already have Qui-Gon Broke's emotes unlocked. Check them out in the emote picker. If there were emotes that you didn't have unlocked, like if you weren't a sub, then you could unlock one. Things like this, choose an emote to modify, posture check. It's just basically letting me know to sit up, you know, if I'm like slouching forward like this. These are going to get confusing with the delay. Maybe if you have another device you run on the stream so you always know what hands they're talking about. Yeah, but here's the thing. There's another thing that I can do where every time a sound is played, it creates a clip that posts automatically to the stream so people can go back and watch them. And the thing of it is, when that sound plays, I'll hear it back. So what I got to do is, when I'm playing normally, I'll have the stream sound off, but how do I do that? You know what it is? I'll put the stream on my phone and put in one earbud as my stream monitor. So when I hear something, it'll go off, because if we hear me, if I'm listening back to the stream, we're going to be hearing me on the computer. And you guys won't hear the sounds if I mute it. Although I did talk about separating the audio, so maybe I can just do that, and that'll let me know when it happened with the sounds. Interesting. Yeah, with the delay, I don't know how it's going to work. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm still working through it. But like I said, I just set up all these things now, and with the delay, it alerts on what you're seeing. So I may not respond to it, but it alerts on the hand you're looking at. So in the VOD and in the YouTube uploads, they're going to be synced up with what's on screen. I may not be able to react to them at the time, but we'll figure it out. I don't know. You know, maybe I'll do more live streams. I'm looking to play some other games too, like not poker, that I don't have to delay for, so never know. Only other idea I have is to do no delay and cover cards, but show cards after every hand. Yeah, I don't like the no delay thing playing poker. One, because I can't talk about my hand either. Like, I know some guys do that, and it's fun for tournaments if you're on a final table, but you can't even talk out your process, which is the thing that I get more compliments on than anything, is people are like, oh, I like the way you talk about your hands while you're playing them. And it's like, I can't do that if I'm hiding my cards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. It's a ton less fun to watch, right? So I don't know. They're just little fun things, and they'll come up in the replay. And honestly, it's for you guys. It's for the audience, really. So if a weird hand happens and you want to play something, just play it. You don't need my reaction. You know, you guys are kind of hearing the sound, and I'll hear it. And I have a pretty good track memory of 5 minutes, so I can usually guess what hand it was going on. But, you know, well, we'll see how it works. You know, we'll go from there and see how it works.
Right? Also, when you're out of position, you want to make sure that you check more premium hands to really protect your checking range, because now at this point you have to realize you don't actually have to build the pot with your premium hands, right? Because the pot's already pretty big. So for that reason, you should slow play substantially more often, and that's going to result in you extracting more value on the turn and or river with your premium made hands. I have a lot of examples lined up, so let's take a look at them.
Having double the blast with this, I got to tell you, Casero, I picked this up off of a streamer known as Spooky Snowflake, who, if you like some of the streams that I host, sometimes, I don't usually host poker streamers, I host a lot of the stream queens, you know, the drag queens that play horror games and shit. But Spooky Snowflake is extremely funny and honestly really, really, really chaotic stream energy. So she has a ton of these, right? And it's like every time somebody comes in, they can type something and do commands that set off shit and like crazy stuff. It's like really fun. And I'm like, you know, you don't see people in the poker arena doing this. So that's what I'm going to do. It's like the green screen thing, right? Like this isn't a green screen, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you see that on, you know, Overwatch and like all these other games, you know, that people play. And I mean, poker's a great game, but I think for the most part, poker to the average person is boring. Like we're fans of it. We're into it. You guys are, you know, obviously interested if you're watching a stream like this, but for most people, it's just a bunch of nerds doing math. And it's like, how much fun is that to watch? And it really comes down to what the streamer can bring to it. And yeah, bad beats are fun and deep runs are fun, you know, and all like that. But you got to have ways to interact. And you guys can do some stuff for the stream now. Like, fuck it, right? Game streamers use this. You are setting a trend here. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's basically just nerds doing math. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, for poker. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, that's why I wanted to do the green screen thing. You know, playing tournaments kind of sucks that I can't do it playing cash. Although I think I found a way around it, which I may be able to do, which would make me so fucking happy. But it's taking me a little bit to figure it out.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I love all of those. Like, and I just picked out like 40 of them. You can only have like 40 of them at a time. But I got like 200 of them in my thing, and I think I can switch off and on which groups that I use, and I will. And it'll just be fun. Like, there'll be standard ones that get used more, and then I'll just start adding in stuff. Like, I have stuff from fucking... I have stuff from every fucking movie you could fucking imagine that I like. You know, like, there's a ton of Star Wars stuff. It's it basically looks like this. You know, there's also... Oh, I have 2 Do It ones. Do I? Let me see here. Where's Do It? Oh, that's the, whatchamacalls. Balls by Barbie. Yeah, that was... it's a clip from a... These are all, like, usually clips from shows or movies and stuff like there. And people just clip them out and make these little sounds. Yeah, I'll look for that. There are 2 Do It's, right? I saw that on the list. Okay, here's one of them. I'll take out one of them. I'll take out this visibility here. Yeah, I have some stuff from Rounders. I absolutely have some stuff from Rounders.
Do it.
Oh, that's the other Do It. Oh, that's what it is. They're different Do It's. Using one of them is Shia LaBeouf, and the other one is Palpatine. Let me see here. Where's some of the funny ones? Oh, this one's great. Poker Heyo.
Even Steve could have won with those cards. And all he can say is, hey, shut the f*** up, Steve!
Like, where's that one? I made it a weird price so it'd be easy to find. Oh, it's not on there because, see, that's the problem is that I only have 40 slots, so I have to clean this up a bit and figure it out. Like, there's a ton of shit on here. There's, you know, fucking Chewbacca and, oh.
You can't
Fatality.
believe what fell.
Can't believe what fell.
Come on. Do it.
balls! We'll get some really nice balls, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are a lot of fun, but I have to figure out how to do it. Where is the? Yeah, there's a ton of one. The Star Wars ones are epic though. Yeah, I definitely will be putting in more of the Star Wars ones. I just basically added all these to the way it works is you have to take a certain number of them and you put them on a playlist, and the max for the playlist is 40, and I have 200 of them on here. Like I have negative 168.
She pisses when she farts. Sometimes she shorts. Booty rocking cowgirl coming to my barn.
I mean, it's just too crazy. God, there's so many of these. This is great for poker.
Why you bully me?
I mean, some of them I just put in because they were funny. It's like, fuck it, man. Like, why not? Never heard half of them? Well, that's the thing. You can actually make your own. So I've seen other streamers where they make their own, and it's their own voice. They took clips of their own VODs, things that they said or did or whatever, and made their own playable back shit where you hear them talking. It's really fucking cool. Yeah, this one.
Daddy, chill.
Just so many, like, funny things. Random. You're going to clip it when I tilt. Right, that's what's good. How is that possible? Yeah, you would definitely get me on that one. Oh, there's one on here that I thought of that. Oh, God. Where is it? There's one on here that I thought of that. It's Jerry Seinfeld saying, "What's going on here? What's happening?" And it's one of those fucking funny things. Where is it? Oh.
What was that?
There's another good one. Go through the VODs. Hell yeah, why not? Of course.
Language.
Stuff like that. It's just fun, and it's good interactive stuff. I'm going to work on it after the stream and put together different ones. I think there's a way I can get more of them in there to do it. There's also, like, just crazy... so where is it? Oh, like here.
So, this all seems horrible.
Like, there's so many of them I love. I mean, come on. If that doesn't start happening every time I fucking take a vape, I'm going to be fucking disappointed. But it's not on the board yet. But, yeah, so I like it. It makes it fun, you know? Gotta do something, man. Like, it just, you gotta keep it entertaining. Which is a general adjustment for 3 bets? Generalized, the bet sizes will be increased. Yes. Oh, god damn it. I clicked the wrong fucking thing. Ranges will be stronger and well-defined. Could go bad if there are some weirdos that are spamming them, but then again, you can just hit the ban. I thought of that. You can limit the number of times each user can use each sound. So I put a reasonable limit on a lot of them. Some of them you can only do them once per chat or once per stream. But then the next stream it resets. So yeah, I thought of that. But each individual one, like here, check it out. This one.
Jedi business. Go back to your drinks.
Right? This one, you can only use it one time per stream. That's it. Right? For each user. So if somebody uses it, they can't go back to it. Want to make me sing for 5 minutes? Every 30 seconds or per 15 seconds. Yeah, I delayed them too so they can't be done right in a row. But like this one, this is 1,000.1 one. You can only do this one once per stream. So there's no need to limit the number of times. But like, see stuff like this, the cheaper ones that people might want to play more often, like the congratulations.
You played yourself.
You know, DJ Khaled. I didn't put a limit on that one. This Do It has a limit of 3.
Do it!
Shia LaBeouf's Do It. You know what? I think I'm going to... do I want to take that out? You know what? I'll edit it. So that's shy as do it right there.
Do it!
But yeah, it doesn't time out. There is a delay between all of them that's in the general settings. You can't do it like right away. But like, yeah, I think it's fun. But like little stuff like this should actually probably be less, but there's no limit on that if you want to. I love the ooh burp. Oh, here we go.
What's going on in there?
That's like one of those funny things that I thought was good to put in. I thought I had a different one. Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
There's just so many cool ones. So I'm definitely gonna have to go through and check them out. They're just way too much fun. But yeah, so ranges will be stronger and well defined. Yeah, when you 3-bet somebody, you have a stronger range. Why should bet sizes be lower?
So you have chosen death.
That one. What the fuck is that? Why not? The ooh burp. Why not? Just somebody burping. They just made a sound. So why not? Like, that's the thing. There's some, I'm not doing it, but there's some that have like jump scare sounds that can only be done like once or twice a stream or whatever like that. Like the full on like screaming jump scare with an animation of like a scary face and shit like that. It's crazy. I can't see the links. Whisper them to me. If you send them to me in a whisper, I can see them. I have the links turned off in here because if you have links on, I learned this years ago, eventually people just open up FBI as a classic. Yeah, I think I have that one. Do I have that one? I don't know. Yeah, I saw that one on there too. Where is it? No, I don't think I have it. But you only have 40 slots, so I'm going to see about that though. But yeah, send the links to me in a whisper, man. Because if you have whispers on in chat, inevitably somebody's just going to put up a link to either porn or white supremacist shit. What is this you sent me here? Okay. Oh, you've got a blurb. Oh, the wasted I've got. See, here's the thing. Wasted is on my list from GTA, but I don't have enough slots for it. So, yeah, I'll put that in. What's this other one here? Oh, please, God, no.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Yeah, no! I'll definitely use that. I'll definitely use that one. Yeah. So that's what I need, man. I need suggestions on what you guys want, you know? And I don't even know how many channel points people have because apparently I had them active, but there was nothing to redeem. So everybody's got like thousands of channel points. So I don't know how high to set them. I guess we'll figure it out through the stream. If it gets annoying, we'll make the points higher. But yeah, I love it. I love it when streams have it on. And it's very, very common in the drag community. Why should bet sizes be lower in 3-bet pots? Well, because the stack-to-pot ratio is lower. The pots are already bigger. If you 3-bet somebody, you now have less stack-to-pot ratio, so your bets can be smaller. Pretty easy. As the 3-better, the general rule is to bet infrequently when out of position. True. Wait a minute. Oh, when out of position, you should be more often 3-bet pots due to lower stack-to-pot ratio and a stronger range. Okay, whoops. Read it backwards. On which of the following boards should the in-position 3-better be using a small bet size? Let's see here. Disconnected boards. Yeah. Paired boards. Yeah. Connected boards. Well, non-connected boards, I guess you would use, monotone. Well, smaller size, I mean, because you're going to be betting it infrequent, or you're going to be betting it frequently and often, right? So, yep, got them all. Disconnected or paired boards and monotone boards will all be right. So, but not connected boards. Yeah, because connected, this is the bet frequency thing. So if the board typically is better for the 3-better, right? Like if I have pocket aces and I 3-bet it and the board comes off ace XX disconnected. Well, I'm going to be betting that board every time because of my range advantage, right? So when you're betting it often, you're going to be betting smaller. Paired boards, same thing. Monotone boards, same thing. Connected boards, 7, 8, 9. If I'm betting those, I'm betting big. And I'm probably folding if I get raised if I have the overpair. Because they're infrequently bet. But when they're frequently bet, you want to bet smaller because you're going to be throwing more bets out there. The last link you sent will be good for when I take a loss. Let's see what it is. Oh, is that the wasted one? That was the last one I got. I think. Yeah, the wasted one, man. I already had that. That was the first thing you sent me. Right? Or is it this one? Oh, here I see it. Modern Warfare.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
I have this. Yeah, I have that. Actually. I have it already pulled aside, but it's just not on the list yet. So I'll go through and curate them, and we'll make them fun. Well, dude, I just spent like 2 hours going through. I have like 200 on my list here. This thing, I've got like 200 here. Like, none of these made it in. I mean, some of these are just too funny. But yeah, I'm going to have to cut it down because, I mean, obviously I want to get some stuff in there. By the way, have you seen the news? Microsoft is buying Activision and Blizzard. Jesus Christ. That's going to be a shit show. Fuck, and I love Blizzard too, man. That's all fucking Hearthstone. This is a good one.
Whoops!
Yeah, so many of these are fun.
Son of a bitch.
Come on, do it.
You one ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go through and decide which ones I really like. And the nice part is you can do stuff like this. You can make extra ones and either decide to put them on or put them off. The Call of Duty was already ruined, so I don't really care. Yeah. I don't really... You know what it is, too? Like, now that I'm streaming more, I want to get into more games, but I kind of... I find it hard to get into more games. Just because of the simple fact that I already play so much poker that it's hard for me to commit time. But I've realized that I want to be streaming more, but there's times when I don't want to be playing poker, and it would be good, so I might as well figure it out. And I do have a little retro game system. I was thinking about playing like some of the old classic games, like literally it has stuff from when I was a kid, and maybe play that on stream. I think that would be fun. Companies need to hire people who play games, not random nerds, and then maybe they will give a good game. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why independent games are so fucking awesome, man, because if the person's putting their whole soul into it, Cool. So I think that's going to be it for the study. I could go with less of a delay, too, for some of the cash games. Some days it's just way too whatever. Is my fucking... No, it's not blurry, right? Do I look blurry on the camera?
Now let's discuss.
Okay. So next session will be the examples as the pre-flop aggressor. And you can see this section's 25 or 24 minutes long. Way too long. But you know what I would like to do? I think just to get some more stream time. And we got a couple of good people here. So this is a no delay stream. So if you guys have questions or suggestions, we're talking about how... Well, most of the day has been spent talking about my new channel points things and the emote things. So if you want to play with the emotes or the Metachlorian redemptions, go ahead and do that now. I'm going to just bring up Hearthstone just to have something to do on stream. And... We're gonna keep the stream going for a little while because I'm not really ready to get into playing any poker yet. But we got a good amount of people here, so I don't want to just cut the stream short after the study stream. I'll just clip it later and cut it down to the studying part.
Daddy, yes!
Maybe you can do less delay with 6 max, but not with those 9 max. Yeah, that's the problem, man. The 9 max, I got sniped. Very obviously, I got sniped, and it really sucked. So I had to keep the whatchamacallit going, the delay up. Let's play some Battlegrounds. Where is my HUD not active? Seriously. Oh, okay, there we go. Play a little Battlegrounds. Oh, fun fact. I'm ever closer to 10,000 in the MMR. See, there I saw it. The redeem of Hydrate, but it didn't come up on the screen. Maybe that one doesn't come up on the stream. Or on screen. Or you know what? Let me try something. Thank you for that. Because, yeah, I do end up talking a lot and not... Let me see here. Creator dashboard. Maybe I can fix it on the fly. Beasts, Dragons, Elementals, Murlocs, Quillbores. This is my main man. I always go with Gallywix. So... Viewer rewards, channel points, emotes. Yeah, let's go channel points. Enable channel points on, manage rewards. Let's see. All these are enabled. Review request queue. Okay, I see it. Chaos I loved for no reason. Oh, it even gives me the... Oh, okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I'm going to try something here. Since that one was... So where's the request thing? So I should be able to see... Show mod icons, of course. Chat appearance, deleted message brief, first chat, default, emotes only, subscribers only, followers only, slow mode, manage moderation review, urban setting. This is gonna seem stupid, but every time you sell a minion, you pick up gold for the next round, so I'm literally just storing gold right here. To earn extra channel points, we need to do some polls. Hey, what's up, Gray Fox? How you doing, my man? Okay, I see this. Okay, I got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna set that up. We're gonna do the poll thing. Oh, and dude, I'm not going to be cheap with the channel points. There's ways you can give them away. You can have like a little sweepstakes in chat and all that kind of shit. I'm not going to be precious with the points, trust me. See, like, so now I have 7 gold, so I can do this, and I can do this, and I can do this, and I can even do this, and get a triple. And do that, and do that, and this was no help whatsoever, but I'll take this. I guess we do this. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm not going to be precious with the points. So... Okay, so that's that. So, request queue. Emotes drops, channel points, So there's the reward. Okay, so I can see all these going on right now. Okay. Alright, we don't need to do that one. So I can take a few of these off. I don't want anybody timing anybody else out. Turn the answers. Alright, Blades. We'll see you, my man. I'll give you a bonk. This isn't great. Yeah. That's not bad. I'm just going to rip up to that. Yeah, I'm going to figure out the custom reward, visit the collection. These are rewards you can get your viewers started. Okay, highlight my message, yada yada. Choose an emote to unlock. Send a message in sub-only mode. I don't use sub-only mode. And we're not modifying emotes. But there should be... I would imagine there'd be some kind of alert for like hydrate or whatever. But I can't find it. Edit. Makes me take a sip of water. Activated when they unlock it for the first time. The cost is that. Oh, I need an image. That's what I need. I just figured it out. Okay. Okay. I could put the cup there. Let's do this. And I guess we're going... I guess we're going full-on elemental here. Okay, I see what's going on here. Alright, I want to try something. I'm going to set this up so the hydrate one works. Bonk. Okay, so copy that there. Is that not the right size? What the fuck is going on? Copy that there, copy that there. Okay. Alright, so I got the 12 by 12. So I got to resize for those. But let me see if this works just momentarily. Background color. Alright, that's cool. Okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, now I know why it's not working. Yeah, I see why it's not. I see why the hydrate's not coming up with an image. It alerts me in chat, but it's not coming up with an image because I didn't set it up yet. So, only future reviewer requests will skip the queue. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry, that just got me kind of stuck there for a minute. I guess we're gonna level. And yeah, that's fine. No, you did, but it only came up in chat that you requested it. But it should... well, let me see if I fixed it. Hang on, let me look. Don't spend your points. I'll get it. Yeah, it's only coming up in the chat. It should come up in the little alert box over here, but there's no alert image for it yet. So... I'm going to try to do a thing while we're sitting here playing Hearthstone. This is going to be kind of a pro gamer move. I'm going to resize a couple things. And... right, it's 56, 56, yep. I'm done. Resize my picture. And then we can view the image. And it comes up over here. And let me see if I can upload it. Just give me 1 second. Take this, do that. Give me this. That's not bad. Do that shit. Alright, let me see if I can manage rewards and pull this right there. No. Manage reward. Oh, I see what's going on. Damn it. Ugh. Hang on. I really want to see if I can fix this. Alright, I got it. %, smaller. I'm done. Save to disk. Open the file. I think I got it. Alright, cool. And then continue edit. Sorry, I know this is kind of boring, but I want to see if I know how to fix this right now. I'm done. Resize my picture. Save to disk. View the file. Manage rewards. Insert that. Save. Alright, it's uploading the images now. So now, if I did it right, hydrate should do something. Let me do it. Well, it's still not coming up on the alert. It's coming up with a better picture, but it's not coming up with an alert. I'll figure it out. It's going to take me a bit, though. And we're getting to the nitty-gritty of the Hearthstone game, so... Alright, do this. Thank you. That's exactly what I want. Give me Nadina, or Nomi. No Nomi, but this is pretty fucking good. Do that. Do this. Put that there. Give me that. Freeze that. And this shit just got bananas. You sent me another one? Let me check it out.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Oh, I know this one.
Penis, 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 penis.
Fuck that, man. I'm a fucking juvenile. I don't give a fuck. Alright. I will definitely figure out that alert thing, for sure. Tie ball game. Love that. Okay, so I guess we want this first to get Nomi. Take that level, throw this away, give me that. Do that. Wow, that was easy. Big risk, but I don't mind it. That'll do. And let's do that. It's not bad. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Falling asleep. Till later, sir. Fun stream today. Thanks, man. We'll see you soon. Get some rest, and I'll be back later streaming. Whatchamacallit? Streaming some poker. Hey, look, an emote. Yeah, I'm definitely having fun with it. But I know not everybody's into Hearthstone, so this is usually where I lose the audience. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Oh, look at them cups. I sees them. There they are. Actually lost a round? Depressing. I mean, to be fair, that was a crazy ass fucking round. Okay. Guess we roll. That'll do nicely. Ooh, yes, please. Give me this, give me this. Yeah, should have rolled first. Well, that's quite all right.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
I mean, we're just going to roll through till we find something good. That's pretty good. And yeah, I'm going to give up this and swap it out. It's just too good. Plus the extra bonus. 10-7. Nope. 26-23. Thank you very much. Ooh, you were trying to play the Nomi build. That's why I can't find one of these fuckers. Sorry, bro. You done, son. Later. Wow, you lost by a lot, bro. How's that? Alright, we got 17. We're obviously leveling. Take this. Take this. I mean, I kind of want to give this up, but it's so fucking strong. I guess I give up this one. Do I? You know what? I can give these up. Yeah, I can give that up. Because I really should have the Nomi anyway. Just try to roll into good stuff here. I guess like this. Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to play the fucker, I might as well play the fucker. Oh, that's what I want right there. So I need 3, 1, 2, 3. So probably be the last round for this fucker. Yeah. Because I need to know me or it's not going to work. I mean, do I? I mean, I kind of do. Because of this. Hit this one. Not great, but not awful. Hit over here. Nice. Hit over here. Ah. Over here. Damn it. That sucked. Could have been much worse, though. Hard to beat Jandis with this. Well, we can definitely take that. I guess. Yeah. Give me this. Roll. Fuck. How have I still not found a fucking Nomi? Ugh, just getting screwed. Just have too much going on here. Way too much going on. Okay, don't like any of those. Thank you. I guess we give up that. Damn it. Alright, give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Throw away this. Throw away this. Play this. Good. Throw away. That. This. That. Give me that. Throw that away. Give me this. Boom. Yeah. Is that 13? Not great. But not awful. I probably should have played that. Yeah, well, I needed to go first. That sucks. Everybody's playing elementals. Hit this one. Yeah. Not bad damage. Appreciate y'all hanging out. If you haven't noticed it yet, check out the new channel point shit. Stuff like that.
Hello there.
Okay. What can I find that will help me? Well, this I don't need anymore. That helps. That. Do this. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. Play that. There's a dragon. Get rid of this. this, do that. Throw this away. Fucked up. Probably dying here. Maybe not lethal. That's bad hit. That's good hit. Bad. Bad. I'm dying. Hit this one. This guy. Hit this one. Doesn't matter, I'm dead either way. Or that guy's dead either way. Bad timing. Alright, still in it, still in it, still in it. I got a lot of fucking gold here. Give me this, give me that, do that, do that. Hurry up. No, no. This fucking boomer-tastic bullshit. Play, you fucker. Get up there. I need the fucking poison Murloc is what I fucking need. Oh, hello, poison. Get up there. Holy shit, my mouse is fucking glitching. I'm trying to move too fast. Actually got weaker against this fucking guy. I was lucky. That was unlucky. I might lose to the ghost. This one. I think I just lost to the ghost. Yeah, I did. I died. Holy shit. That never fucking happens. 78% to win, only 9% to lose, only 3.5% to die. Oh, the whole round ended right there because I died to the ghost. Third place, 9,800. Meh. Whatever. Alright, I'm going to wrap up the stream. And I'll be back in a little while, probably playing some poker. I'm going to work on the new stream elements. It's been a lot of fun, guys. I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming out, checking out the new stuff. And I'll see you soon, and we'll be able to have these channel points and other emotes and stuff ready to go. See you later, guys. Have a good one. If I can find the damn off